Hello and welcome to SmartFactory Digital Manufacturing Solutions. Today we're going to examine SmartFactory's Production Management app. And while SmartFactory is designed to be agnostic and support a variety of ERP platforms, today's video will focus on the NetSuite platform and how SmartFactory enables additional functionality for the planner or the supervisor. The Production Management app works hand in hand with the MES Shop Floor app and gives that planner or supervisor the opportunity to group or sequence a list of released work orders from NetSuite to ensure that the shop team wins the day by working on what is most important to accomplish for that production day. Let's go take a look at the solution, and that will start in NetSuite. You're looking at a NetSuite Assembly Item Master. SmartFactory Production Management takes advantage of the 3 scheduling attributes that come with every item master. The SmartFactory dispatch list exposes those schedule attributes to provide insight to how that group or sequencing may be best accommodated. NetSuite MRP will produce work orders in numerical sequence as they are processed, but that may not be the optimal order. Let's go to Production Management and let the planner create that. When you enter into the Production Management app, the initial screen you're presented with is always the late work orders. SmartFactory never lets you forget where you may have fallen behind and can quickly account for what may need to be done in order to satisfy an internal or an external customer. This is a very practical way to avoid rescheduling anything in NetSuite and allow the planner to provide the appropriate guidance to the shop team. There may be multiple reasons work orders are late, and the planner has the opportunity to move whatever orders that are relevant to the current day that they are sequencing. In this case, we'll move them all over. The unplanned work orders tab in my example is empty. That would reflect anything else that may have been scheduled that's not late, that gives the planner an opportunity to work it into the day that they are scheduling. Now we'll go to the sequence work screen. In the sequencing screen, you see the work orders presented in numerical sequence as they were on the original dispatch list. However, when I look at those schedule attributes as the planner, I clearly recognize this is not the optimal sequence because I would be changing raw materials, gauges, and tool packs if I were to run in this order with each successive order, certainly not optimizing the shop floor team's performance. So let's change the sequence. I know from talking to the supervisor that they have an alloy metal 20 gauge up on the mandrel right now. We'll go from the 20 gauge to the 18 gauge, and then we'll switch to carbon materials, which requires a change in the tool pack, but I'll stay in 18 gauge just to eliminate one part of the changeover. This sequence now makes much more sense to help the shop team run effectively. If I wanted to review what this might look like, I have 2 means. As you noticed, my scheduling date totals were constantly updating as I selected each item. So I realized that with this sequence, I have about 13 hours of load on my work center for today. I can also check out the Gantt chart, which lays out the approximate start and end time for each of those orders that I can look at in a chart view or in a Gantt view based on my shop calendar for this work center. This all looks good to me. We will save this sequence, and this creates the exact order in the Slitter's work order queue, and our SOP is to simply execute from top to bottom. So now let's go look at that slitter's work queue. As the slitter operator, when I come into my shop floor, you'll notice, as always, I'm first presented with my work queue, and there you see the work queue titled sequence, meaning it's been affected by my supervisor or by the planner, and I know I'm to run from top to bottom. And you see the exact order that we just sequenced in order to minimize changeovers. So whether it be for changeover purposes, for a hot order for a customer, the raw materials finally came in, or the tooling was fixed, whatever the reason, the planner, the supervisor can easily affect what the shop is running in the order they're running in order to either maximize their uptime or ensure that customer satisfaction is maximized. Thank you for watching today's video on production management. To learn more about SmartFactory, please visit smartfactory.com or look for the other videos in this series.